So I'm scratching Lisbon, Portugal off of my expat list. Find out more about my scouting trip and why I'm taking it off the list. Hey, what's up, beautiful people? I am Kimberly Deneen with Education Noire, and I'm so excited to bring you content on travel, lifestyle, and teacher life. I'm so excited to bring you this content, and I look forward to bringing you more great content. But let's get into the video. So we went from the plane directly to the train. My soror loves to save money. And so we definitely traveled economically on this trip. We took the metro, we took the tram, we took the train, we took the bus. So this picture represents our ground transportation on the cheap. Gorgeous Castle, I think it's called. I want y'all to see. Whew, I'm out of breath. We came up all these stairs right there, y'all.
Yeah, my soror, she posted help. A cease and desist. The view is nice.
The view is gorgeous.
We are already walked up the steep hill.
Yes, ma'am. In Lisbon, Portugal. Yes, we do have a location. It ain't for super camera. No. Yes. Yes. Very beautiful city. I'll check back in later. Alright, we are in Lisbon, and we're taking the lazy route. We're not doing the stairs, all those stairs. Okay, efficient. My soror says efficient. Say hi, soror. So we are taking the efficient way up to this neighborhood. There's a castle at the top of this hill, and I'm hoping that this escalator goes all the way to the top. Let me let y'all see some more of the views. And again, we're in Lisbon, Portugal. Let me hold on because this thing high. This thing is really high. But y'all can see a little bit of what I see. And I'm going to check back in later. Okay, we finally made it up here to the made some stops and some shops along the way. Got a few souvenirs, found out the history behind the can or the tin fish here, which is a whole thing. We went into this one shop and the guy said that a group of women started this factory, and there's all kinds of fish in there: sea bass, sea bream, sardines, cod, like everything in a tin. However, we finally made it here to this castle, built in 1846. Took a lot of walking up steps and hills, but we made it. And it was worth it. So I'm here waiting for the Santa Justa lift. It's an elevator that goes up pretty high, and you can then cross over to another side of Lisbon. It's cool. It's an attraction, and afterwards we enjoy some wonderful Portuguese food. Okay, y'all, I'm about to try pastel bacalhau, which we've been seeing all over the place since we've been here in Portugal. So I'm ready to try, let's see, if this one have cheese or no cheese. I don't know which one I have right now. Because it's probably in Portuguese. So anyway, oh, this is with cheese. Okay, I'm getting ready to try it. So you guys, this is a codfish cake. So this one has cheese. Thank you, Lord. Mmm. Mmm. This is good. Mm-hmm. Delicious. How do I say delicious in Portuguese? Delicioso. Delicioso. Oh, that was easy.
Thank you.
So this beautiful structure is dedicated to the discoveries. That definitely rubbed me the wrong way. And when we went to inquire about what this monument and museum was about, the guide that worked there told us we had to pay first and then he would tell us. So he knew we weren't trying to hear that. You know, we get enough of that in the US, so we did not go to this particular museum, but the building was beautiful.
Stuff I know what to do.
This is such a beautiful square. And you all hear the protest going on behind us. I know. Right. I'm not sure what this square is called, but it's really beautiful. And you can hear the protest in regards to education in the background. They keep coming, like it's thousands and thousands of educators, like, wow. So this is Pink Street, and at one time this was considered like their red light district, and you can still see some remnants of what would be considered red light. And if indulgence is your thing, you definitely can do that in Lisbon. They even have cannabis shops. So I really love any type of water, and this waterfront area was really beautiful with this bell tower, and this area was for like recognizing their military. You see the triangle building, that structure was all about the military. So whenever I decide to scout out a place, I always want to check out the shopping. So this is one of their malls, and I chose to go to this one because look at how beautiful the architecture is, and even that dome-shaped roof, that glass roof is so beautiful. And the food at the food court, like they are super serious about their food because they had restaurants, and oh my gosh, I've never seen a food court so large. So I enjoyed myself. My soror, on the other hand, was like, I don't really want to do no malls, but I'll do it for you. So this was my last day in Lisbon, and I didn't want to go too far from the hotel because I needed to, get ready to prepare to leave. And I just decided to walk around and explore areas near the hotel, and I came across this beautiful theater, and the architecture was extremely beautiful. It had Muslim or Arabic influences, and so I had to get some footage of this. and I found a wonderful surprise on the inside. They had another like mall at the bottom with a food court and everything, and it was just really a beautiful building, and I enjoyed myself immensely. So this is the actual front of it. And you can go inside. So I'm gonna go inside and check it out. But you can see that they have shows here. Whoever that group is, they're having cats. Another group that I'm not familiar with, but y'all might know. So I'm gonna go inside and check it out. So while I had a wonderful time in Portugal, and I only went to Lisbon, I did not get to Porto. We hoped to get to Porto, me and my friend, but we just could not make it work. I had a wonderful time. I enjoyed the food. However, Portugal, Lisbon in particular, did not feel like home to me. I didn't get that feeling like I felt in Mexico, and I even felt it in Senegal, and I feel it here in Abu Dhabi, where I currently live. But I just didn't get that feeling in Lisbon. That's the first reason. And the next reason is because it was cold, y'all. It was cold. I was like, everything I read talked about how mild the climate was. And while it probably is milder than, like, say, Russia or Norway or somewhere like that, it still was cold. And I'm trying to boycott winter just like Stephanie Perry. She is team boycott winter, and I'm like right there with her. I don't really want to feel cold anymore, right? Unless I choose to go back to the States to celebrate the holiday, like during the Christmas holiday or something like that, then I will deal with it. But on a regular basis, I don't want to have a winter. We have what you consider a winter here where it's cooler, but their cool is like in the 70s or maybe the high 60s. I'm good with that. So, it didn't feel like home. It was too cold for me. And I went to Lisbon last month in February. And then the other thing was, I didn't find the people to be that warm. That's one of the things that I really like about the people in Mexico. My experience there, we went to their version of Walmart. I forget what it was called. And I bought some tres leche cake, and I needed a fork, but I didn't know how to say fork. A guy just stepped in and helped translate for me. We were trying to figure out what bus to take. We took public transportation while we were there, and people like helped us, figure it out. People were just so helpful because they're just a collectivist culture, and I think that's why they're a warm people. They're just warmer, and I didn't feel that in Portugal, and the buildings and all of the charming, like I said, I enjoyed my scouting trip. However, it's not for me. It's just not for me. So right now, as it stands on my expat list, and for those of you who may not understand what an expat list, these are the places that I think that I could live long term, right? So for me, it's still Mexico is number one. I felt completely safe there. I know whenever something happens in Mexico, it's all over the media, right? But to be honest with you, I feel safer there than I do in the States whenever I'm there. So Mexico is still number one. And then Portugal was number two, and then Panama is number three. So I may replace Portugal with another destination. Right now, I haven't figured that destination out yet. And I still have Panama left to scout out. I do want to scout out some other places in Mexico, like San Miguel, Guadalajara, Merida. I don't know how to say it. And I think those are the only ones, because I don't want to be cold. And there are parts of Mexico that get cold. So probably, I've been to Playa del Carmen, but I didn't go with the intent to scout it out. So I'll probably go back and scout out those places. But for now, I am scratching Lisbon, Portugal off of my expat list. I didn't see what everybody else, and it's a lot of people, it's a lot of expats there, y'all. But I didn't see what they saw. It just wasn't for me. So thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to bring you my next video on Athens, Greece, y'all. I had a ball. I love Athens. It's a whole vibe, so I cannot wait to bring you that content. So stay tuned.